A culture of competitiveness. You see, a lot's changed in the 3 years since Brennan Webb took over the Tennessee golf program. He's instilled some key core values that give this golf program a real chance for longevity.
For me, I think the biggest thing was the accountability. To have everyone to be accountable for their actions and not to be looking to make excuses or blame other people. You just kind of had to look in the mirror and say, have I done the right things today? And get them to learn that if they do that over and over and over again, then good things will come of it. And I think that's been the biggest part for sure.
He's added a lot of discipline to it, a lot of responsibility, and just kind of making sure that if each player does what they're supposed to do, then the entire team's going to be able to do that as well.
So part of that is going through the process like you would, visualize where it's going to land, how it's going to roll out, and go through it properly, okay? It looks like an easy shot, but if you don't give it the attention it needs, then it's not an easy shot.
Tennessee tied a program record with 3 wins in the 2018 and 19 season. They finished in the top 25 the last 2 seasons. And no matter how confident Coach Webb is in his team, even he was surprised at how quick the script flipped.
Very much so. Didn't have a whole lot of expectations for what the program was going to be for my first couple of years here, but quickly found out that there was some tremendous talent for sure, but some tremendous leaders on the team. And those guys, they took control and they wanted to be held accountable, and they wanted to be to have some honesty and feel like there was some things that they could accomplish that they hadn't done yet since when they got here. So I think that was the 2 biggest things. Was how much talent was a little bit surprising to me, but then just how good of leaders a couple of these guys were, particularly Hunter and Spencer, and what they brought to the table.
I was with Webb for 2 years before at Middle Tennessee, and he's just we had the same culture over there. We just weren't as good, and then you come to a place like the University of Tennessee and you've got guys with a ton of talent, and you got to give them the right coaching. I mean, immediately we saw results and got better.
Tennessee will tee it up for the first time this season coming up on Monday at the Blessings out in Arkansas. And Coach Webb says he's really excited for this group because they're self-motivated.
It's a fun group to coach. Don't have to ask them to do a lot. More times than not have to ask them to kind of slow down. They work really, really, really hard, and they're determined. I think especially with the 3 guys who are here for their last year, they want to make the most of it, and they kind of feel the momentum of the program and want to get a piece of it before they leave here. So, you always hear good teams are coached or listen to their coach, and great teams listen to each other. And they don't need me to tell them to go work hard. They need me to tell them to take a break and take a rest and work on some little things. But it's nice to have that, and I won't always have that. You go kind of programs go with in ups and downs, but having these senior leaders here, and hopefully they can leave their legacy of leadership as much as their legacy of how well they play golf.
And with 3 of his better players, 3 key Vols getting an extra year of eligibility thanks to COVID, a year of transition turned into a season of expectations.
As I mapped this out, 3 years ago when I got on campus, this was kind of going to be a transition year. We were going to do everything we could to change things those first couple of years, and then spend a lot of time recruiting future classes. And to have them come back for this year, it's definitely taken the fact that it's not going to be a transition year. We're going to continue to grow and get better and improve on last year's success, and keep going, and hopefully keep this to be the new normal.
Having made the NCAA championships for the first time since 2013 just last season, Coach Webb has high hopes for this year. He hopes to give back to Greyhawk out in Arizona, and this time, match play becomes a real priority.
It's an important thing, and it's the next step for sure. But that's a really hard goal. You've just got to give yourself an opportunity, and so the more times you can get to the finals, the more chances you are to get into match play, and the more times you get into match play, the more times you have a chance to win. And so you just kind of got to keep that progress steady, and keep taking it one day at a time and follow the process it takes. So we're going to keep growing and look forward to having a successful year.
Covering Swingin' Smokey and the Golf Vols on the UT campus, Austin Price, VolQuest.com.